Okay, so Ali Katz has traveled a long road to get to her current dream of Ali Katz Kitchen in Matitock. Oh. She graduated from the French Culinary Institute in Soho in early 2003 and started her career at the Boathouse in Central Park. After that, she did a lot of very cool stuff. She freelanced in test kitchens around New York City, writing and testing recipes for magazines at Hearst and Martha Stewart Omnimedia. She worked in the pastry production for the Abigail Kirsch. That's a catering company. And she also worked as a private chef in Tribeca. They were lucky to have you do that. Since Ali's parents live in East Hampton, Ali and her now husband Fritz visited often. They loved the area and had been spending more and more time on the East End. Getting married at Macquarie Vineyards in Matitock in 2010. Running a pop-up restaurant on Shelter Island. And finally deciding to leave the city and try to make a life out on the East End. They love the community, the landscape, and being so close to the water, as we all do. That's how Ali's Katz Kitchen has come to be, a combination of a lot of her dreams: baking, cooking, working with local farmers, small business owners, vineyards, and restaurants, working every day on new ideas for the kitchen. Ali and Fritz both love living and working on the North Fork and are excited for the possibilities to come. And this is my favorite paragraph. The city girl never dreamed that she would love living and being part of a small community, that she would get to be a small business owner with the ability to be creative in her own bake kitchen, where she can bake and eat whatever her heart's desire. All that on a beautiful North Fork surrounded by water all year round. So Ali's motto is, you can have your cake and eat it too. And welcome, Ali. And here is Mimi, okay, just connected in.
Thanks for coming, everybody. I've never done this before on a video, so bear with me. It's going to be a little bit of a test. But Margot convinced me to share a flourless chocolate cake recipe for Passover. And this is one that we do a lot. We sell it all year round as a gluten-free cake because we get a lot of requests for gluten-free. And I refuse to sell something that doesn't taste good, that even if it, you know, even though it has to be gluten-free, it has to taste good. So I am pretty particular about the recipes that I choose to be gluten-free and that I, you know, test and develop so that everybody can eat them, not just gluten-free people. And this lends itself very well to Passover. We always had a chocolate flourless cake for Passover growing up. It was from Made a Heater. I made that for a long time, but now I do this one. Because everyone seems to love Nutella. So we'll start. So you guys all got the list of ingredients. And usually what I do when I start a recipe, just because just so you know what you're doing, I read through the whole recipe. So just to make sure that I have all the ingredients. And something that we learned in cooking school, which is very helpful to a home cook as well, is to get all your ingredients together so that when you are cooking or baking, you're not like running all over the kitchen trying to find what you need or what you're looking for. It's all in front of you, and that way you can concentrate and there's less chance of screwing it up. So this is the gluten-free Nutella chocolate torte. I also actually make this for, if anybody goes to Touch of Venice, it's on their menu all year round as their gluten-free option. So they have it there. Today, we're just gonna sprinkle it with powdered sugar, but for them, we do a chocolate ganache. Sometimes I do a chocolate ganache with crushed hazelnuts on it. So anyway, there's different ways that you can serve it. So the ingredients for one cake are 6 eggs separated. So we have that. I started separating them, but I did not finish. So I have 6 eggs separated, 125 grams of butter, which is 4.5 ounces of softened butter, 1 1/3 cups of Nutella, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, a tablespoon of rum, a teaspoon of vanilla or hazelnut vanilla. So here we make our own vanilla at the store. So like this is my vanilla that I replenish. It's full of vanilla pods, and then I add vodka to it and I let it sit for months and it becomes vanilla. But when we started making it for Touch of Venice, I made a hazelnut one. So it's just toasted hazelnuts in here with some vanilla pods. And this is my hazelnut vanilla.
So I'm sorry, Ali, what do you do again? How do you make the vanilla?
You can fill, this is a giant jar. If you were at home, you could fill like a small mason jar or jelly jar with like 5 vanilla pods. You don't even have to split them open. You can just put them in the jar, fill it to the top with vodka, close it. And like this one is from October. So see how dark it is? Where
Why do you fill it with vodka?
because the liquor turns, you can fill it with bourbon also. That
Wow.
the liquor turns, like if you ever look at your vanilla jar, vanilla extract jar, it's like it's a bourbon vanilla, or people that's just how you make it.
I
So-
didn't know that.
And vodka has no flavor, so it just takes the vanilla flavor.
Wow.
So then you never have to buy vanilla again. We have 5 of these jars rotating all year round in our kitchen. Every
How
now
long
and then
do
I
you-
just throw a few.
How long does it have to ferment?
Well, this one's from October, so now it's March. So about, I don't know. I'm looking at, hold on one second. No, I would say a few months. The more vanilla that you put in, the less time it takes.
Ali, did you have a special place you get your pods from? Because I noticed that when I order pods, sometimes they come moldy. Is there a special place?
I
you
don't
get yours?
have, my supplier, I would, that I get stuff from, but I'll be honest with you, one of Fritz's friends traveled to, where did he go?
Okay, he was,
He traveled overseas somewhere there was vanilla, and he brought us back. I'll show you.
he was making.
I think you might get lucky with Amazon. I've had luck with getting pods from Amazon.
He brought us back pods like packs like
From
this.
Amazon, Billy, yeah.
Yeah, and packs like that.
It's like a half a pound of vanilla, which is
And-
probably so
And it's vacuum packed,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. If it's vacuum packed, it won't be moldy probably, maybe.
This one says
hopefully.
Spicy World. Maybe
Oh,
that's a
Ice
website.
World? Yeah, I've ordered from them.
That might be a website. Hold on.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
how long will it last, Ali?
How long will what last?
The vanilla.
The vanilla in the jar will last forever.
In alcohol.
It's in alcohol, so it's like fermented.
Oh.
So it'll never go bad. So you could do a big jar, it depends how much you bake, So we bake a lot, so we do the giant jars, but at home I have a jar that's like this. And it lasted a while. It lasts a while. All right, so where was I? Oh, the vanilla. And then, so a teaspoon of vanilla, 3/4 cup of ground hazelnuts, and a half a cup of dark chocolate. Now, another thing I'll say about the recipe is that the better ingredients you use, the better the item is going to taste. So like I use dark chocolate. I either use Calabo or Guittard or Valrhona. At this point, Guittard is sold in most any store.
Amazon.
Or Amazon, but you don't, if you use like Nestle milk chocolate, it's not going to taste the same as using a dark chocolate. So use your favorite chocolate, you know, and use your favorite chocolate is what I'm saying. And use the best ingredients you can. Like if you have a favorite egg person, use their eggs. It's just the best ingredients make the best product. All right, so I'm just going to quickly read the recipe. You beat the butter and the Nutella in your paddle mixer. If you don't have a paddle mixer, you can use a handheld mixer. I combine my rum, my egg yolks, my vanilla in one bowl. And then you add that to the Nutella and the butter and the salt. Then you add the ground hazelnut. Then you add the melted chocolate. You scrape it all into a bowl. Then I have to clean my mixer because then you take the egg whites and you whip them and then you fold them into the chocolate mixture. And then you put it in the pan and you bake it. So we'll start with separating the eggs. Billy, so who's cooking along? Billy and who else? Who's cooking along?
Daryl.
Cool. So do you have all your ingredients?
Oh, yeah, I have pretty much everything in place. And Jen, where did you put the beaters? Were they back in the box?
Okay, I'm gonna
Never
put
mind,
it,
I got it.
can you see my mixer? Okay. Yeah. All right. So I mix the bowl.
Oh, this is a fancy mixer.
This is a KitchenAid. So in this bowl, we're gonna put our butter, which is soft.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, mine's been out all day, so mine is soft. One secret that you might not know is that you can leave butter and eggs out even overnight, and nothing will happen to them.
I'm sorry, it's the butter and the Nutella that gets mixed together right away?
Butter and Nutella, yeah.
Okay.
You can see. Okay.
Who's that in the list think was? That's me.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Hi,
What's going on?
that's my
What's
dad.
happening?
No, it's not your dad.
What's that?
I didn't say my dad.
No, that's
Are we
my
all-
dad.
That's
Are we all gonna make noise
Okay.
now?
Hi.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
They're watching you in Florida, Ali.
Oh my God. How's the weather down in Florida? Warm.
Yeah.
So everybody have your stuff in your bowls? Carol, Billy. So
Yeah, I'm starting to mix.
here, this is my stuff. It's in my bowl.
Stuff.
And then you just mix it until, because the butter's so soft, it's just gonna cream. You won't even see the butter anymore in a minute.
You're cooking.
What, huh?
You're cooking.
What are you cooking?
We're making a flourless Nutella chocolate torte for Passover.
What is it?
A chocolate flourless torte.
Send us a piece.
Okay.
Yeah. That is a piece.
I'll make you some when I come down.
Scrape down the
Okay,
bowl.
put it on the agenda.
Okay, so now I have my egg yolks by themselves. And I'm just gonna add the vanilla.
What is she doing?
She's cooking. She's preparing the batter.
Carol, it smells delicious.
And a tablespoon of rum.
It does, it smells good.
Oh, wait a sec. The recipe I saw, it said an ounce of rum.
Really?
Hate to tell you, but it's too late now.
Sure, it'll be fine.
It'll cook
Sorry
off.
if I always make mistakes, so it's probably my fault.
I'll let you go this time, but next time, watch out.
Okay, Billy. You
Okay,
got
so with the mixer going really slow, in this bowl, you've got your egg yolks, your vanilla, and your rum. And you slowly add the eggs one at a time to mix them in.
No wonder I can't bake. If I had one of those things, it would be easy.
Yeah, these are great.
Took me 75 years, Margot, to get one. I just bought one a couple of years ago. Finally treated myself.
And it made a difference, right?
You can
It
use
does.
your
It
meatballs
really
in
does.
it.
Yes.
I see that on my phone.
Yes, I do see it.
So you want to scrape down your bowl so that everything gets like all mixed in together.
Our little synagogue is doing an online baking thing, showing people how to make a recipe, which is fun, except it's, she's making a flourless
Now, see, this is the mix.
chocolate.
If you can see, I don't know if you can.
Mhm.
Yes.
Nice.
Mix Everything. Now,
For me, I don't like hazelnuts and chocolate because it gives me a headache, so. Yeah. Chocolate is one of those things that is a known headache trigger.
I take all this, you don't want to like lose any of this. So I take all the chocolate off of the
Right,
paddle.
it takes hazelnuts anyway. And it has, and it has Nutella in it. That's one of the ingredients, so
Now,
sort of switched over.
we take the ground up hazelnuts. Now, if you get your hazelnuts whole, sometimes they have a skin on them and you don't want to use that. I mean, you could, but I tend to not. So if you want to remove the skins, when they're whole, you toast them and then you rub them. It's kind of a pain in the neck. So it's best to buy them without their skins on them. So this is the, how much is this? 3/4 of a cup of hazelnuts into the bowl. And we'll mix that. And then you melt your chocolate on like a double, some people melt their chocolate in a microwave. I try not to use a microwave as often as I can not use a microwave. So you can make like a double boiler on the stove with a pot with a little water in it and melt your chocolate.
Oh, and guys, I don't know. You want to be careful if you do it on double boiler, not to get any water in the chocolate.
Yes, you don't want water in your chocolate because it breaks. Thank you for pointing that out, Bill. My melted
Ellie, what is your aversion to the microwave?
I do a double boiler.
Oh, what is my aversion to the microwave?
Yes.
I don't like the idea of like the microwaves and the, you know.
You don't want your cake to glow in the dark.
Right.
I agree with you.
I try to do it as, natural as possible. I'm not saying I don't use the microwave, but for things like melting chocolate, I don't. All right, so the chocolate is now in your mix, right? Billy, Carol. Now you have like a thick mixture.
Mm.
So I'm actually going to put it into this bowl, and then I'm going to have Fritz wash my mixer bowl, and then we'll whip the egg whites. If you were using a handheld mixer, it would be easier probably because you don't have to change your bowl.
I have a quick question with the egg whites.
Yeah,
Are they going to be beaten?
yes,
Okay, so I got to change my my beaters then.
yes, you have to get the wool.
Okay, and then we're going to end up folding that in?
Yes.
Okay.
So where does the sugar come from? Does Nutella have sugar?
Oh, yes.
Ah,
The Nutella.
from Nutella. Okay.
Nutella has sugar in it.
Yeah.
It's not a very sweet cake. It's it's very chocolatey, but it's not, I tend not to make things that are overly sweet.
Mhm.
Hang on one second. Hey Fritz, could you wash this for me? Thank you. Okay. So now this is how thick it turns out once you've added everything. It's pretty thick. All right. Any questions while we're waiting for the bowl?
Yeah.
Any- Any
What are the
chatting? Any schmoozing that you want to do? Oh,
You were showing hazelnuts before. At the very
Yes.
beginning, you were showing hazelnuts in a jar.
oh, yes, yes. That was the vanilla haze. I make, that's, instead of making regular vanilla, I make this hazelnut vanilla. So there's some vanilla pods in it. But I put hazelnuts in it so that it's more hazelnut flavor.
Oh, so it's vanilla hazelnut combination.
So instead of using just plain vanilla, which is totally fine to use, but
Ellie, when you do the hazelnut vanilla, do you take the hazelnuts, toast them to get the shells off?
you do, yes.
So you have to take the skin off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay.
for me, they come with no skin, but most of the time when you buy them in the store, they have the skin.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
And you put them in vodka or some kind of
same
alcohol.
thing, yeah, yeah. I use vodka again because no flavor, so it just
Excuse
takes
me.
on the flavor.
Soft peaks or stiff peaks?
Stiff. Or you're going ahead without us.
Well, I want to try and be like missing place.
He's competitive.
Yeah, well, yeah, stiff but not dry.
Okay,
Like, so they're still,
gotcha.
like, they look creamy.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So
So how much sugar is in? I never had Nutella, I have to admit.
what sugar is in Nutella?
How much sugar is in
I
Nutella?
don't, hold on.
Hmm?
It's pretty sweet, Margot,
Yeah.
when you taste it on its own.
I buy
Well,
I
this
buy
is an industrial size Nutella.
I could eat that in a week.
Every kid's dream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Funny, my private clients in Tribeca, they, the wife is from Paris, and they always had Nutella on the counter. Always. They would eat it for breakfast on toast. Their grandmother would bring them like giant jars from Paris every time she came. This says it has 21 grams of sugar per serving.
Okay, so it's like Fruit Loops. I don't know.
Yeah,
No, this is what, this is more.
this is
What's
more.
the serving size? 2 tablespoons?
2 tablespoons.
Yeah, that's a lot of sugar. 21 grams for 2 tablespoons?
Uh-huh.
You're talking cups and cups and cups of sugar.
Margot, you know the company
First
that makes,
ingredient.
you know the company that makes nut butters? Nikki?
Yeah. Mhm.
So Nikki makes a Nutella
Oh,
like,
Nikki, yeah.
and it's fabulous. And I do not think it has a lot of sugar in it.
Does she make Nutella, like a Nutella-like thing?
Yes, yes, it's
Really?
dark chocolate and hazelnuts. And it's
Oh, that's
wonderful and
excellent.
it's not sweet.
I gotta try it. I love her nut butters. I love her too. She's really nice.
Oh, okay, so I have to try that.
Yeah, her
It's,
Simply
20
Nikki.
grams of sugar,
Nikki,
21 grams of sugar in 2 tablespoons.
Yeah. You know, it's also funny. So again, my client would have it on the counter, and I never ate it because I didn't really like it. But when it's mixed in this cake, it becomes less sweet because there's no other sugar and there's other ingredients. So, all right, quick. My mixer.
So Carol, are you going to have it for Seder?
Yes.
It's not gonna last till then.
Probably
This is a test,
Okay.
and I thought it would be fun and something a little bit different. So Ali, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm whipped.
You are whipped. All right.
All right, so egg whites into your mixer,
I did, they're whipped.
and now we use the whisk attachment. Now, it would take a while to do this by hand, but these are gonna whip up really fast. You kind of have to start slow to break them up.
Love your mixer, it's silent.
But,
I said, I love your mixer, it's silent.
yeah, it is pretty silent. This is like my fourth KitchenAid mixer. I keep getting rid of it because this is our real mixer.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
Can you see that?
sure.
But we do, this is what we use for like small, really small stuff.
My daughter just turned 40. This mixer, this KitchenAid
Yeah,
has, I've only had to replace the paddle because it started to chip a little bit.
yeah,
But besides that, I use it all the time for 40 years.
yeah, it's great.
I love it.
You can make meatballs with it. It's kind of like you can put anything in it. Plus it has the attachments.
Oh, the attachments are awesome.
Yeah, I have a pasta making attachment. We have a meat grinder attachment.
Oh, the meat grinder is great.
Yeah, Fritz uses that.
I make my own hamburgers.
So are we going to fold these together?
We're gonna fold them together. So it's stiff peaks.
Mhm.
Put like a big dollop in your cake and start to fold it in. You don't have to be as gentle as you think you have to be, but you just want to get rid of all the white.
And why do you beat the whites?
It makes your cake lighter,
Uh-huh.
Volume.
gives you more volume.
And air.
Yeah.
I like to eat air. Good.
It's low calorie too.
That's what I mean.
So you're not eating the whole thing. You're only eating a little piece, hopefully. That's for 325. Okay. So my oven, by the way, I didn't talk about this. My oven is a convection oven, so I put it lower than what you would put it. But your oven should be on 350.
So if a regular oven is on 350, what do you put convection oven on to be like the analog?
325. It's always 25 degrees less.
Oh, things you learn.
Live and learn.
Live and
Okay, so here's my springform pan. I sprayed the bottom with ham spray, and now I'm just going to spray the whole thing quickly. And then How are you guys doing, Carol and Lily?
I'm doing wonderfully. I'm just about done with folding the whites in. I'm going to cheat though. I didn't get any spray, so I'm gonna use a little butter
Okay,
instead.
we just use spray because it's quicker.
Sure.
And I already go through a lot of butter here. So,
Butter is flavor. Fat is flavor.
yeah. So it's in there. I just spread it evenly.
Could you tip the screen down a drop so we can see it?
Oh, yeah.
I must say, guys, this is kind of fun to do this Zoomish.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure it is.
It is fun.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, by
Great.
the way, if you don't have a little mini offset spatula, you should get one. It's like my favorite tool. We use it for everything. Okay. So tell me once you guys have it in your pans.
Are we allowed to lick the bowl?
No, because it's got raw eggs.
And you'll be able to see what it looks like. I mean, what it tastes like. Because it pretty much tastes like what the bowl tastes like.
That's a great perk, Carol.
You all should
So
go
I'm
over
going to
to
tell
Carol.
you all that this is way too much for us to eat. If you're passing by, let me, in the next few days, let me know and get a piece.
What town do you live in, Carol?
Southold.
Okay.
Okay, Carol, I may come by.
Super.
So I put it on a sheet pan because it bakes. You can just put it right in your oven. I put it on, but if you have a sheet pan, you can put it on it. It bakes more evenly when it's on a sheet pan. And I put it in the oven at, yours is 350, mine is 325. I put it in the middle of the oven and I put it in for 20 minutes. Then I turn it around and put it in for another 20 minutes. So I'm gonna go do that. You guys do that.
So I never knew that convection oven is 25 degrees lower. I mean, higher, I guess, higher.
Lower.
No, lower.
Lower.
It's hotter. It's hotter.
That's higher, and that's why you put it on less.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, miss. What was the baking time?
20 plus 20.
20
20 plus 20. 20
Now,
rotate, then 20.
Your oven may be different. Everyone's oven is different.
Oh boy, tell me about it.
So if your oven bakes hotter, do it a little less. The way you test it is you stick a toothpick into it, and if it comes out clean, it's done. So if I had never made it before, like I just know it's 20 and 20 in my oven here at the store, but at my house it wouldn't be. So I would do 20 and 15 and see what happens. And then to me, I just check things. Recipes it's hard to ever tell. People ask, how long does that take? How long does it take? You have to check it. That's part of cooking. So every I would check it every 5 minutes and see where you are with it. And I'll show you now. So this is the finished.
Oh, you baked it before.
Oh, just like TV.
Yeah.
Just like the kitchen.
It's like magic. It's like magic. So what you end up doing is it starts to pull away from the edges a little bit, especially as it cools. It's a little brown, darker on the edges. And what I do is I go around it with a knife or a little offset just to make sure that it comes out of the pan easily. And there it is.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And so you can sprinkle it with powdered sugar. I like it with a ganache on top also, which is, you could Google a ganache recipe, but ganache is like maybe like a quarter pound of chocolate with a half a cup of cream or something like that. And just pour hot cream over the chocolate, spread it on top of this. You could do toasted hazelnuts on top of it. And it's a nice little treat for Passover or any other time.
No calories, though.
No calories. Fortunately, the good thing about when you bake is that you really don't need it. The more you bake, the less you eat it. Like, to me, I eat like a sliver of it. Unless it's like chocolate pudding. Then I eat the whole thing. But
I love your recipe for chocolate pudding.
yeah. So anyway, so that's that. That's the cake.
Wonderful.
Terrific.
This is wonderful. Ali, what is ganache? I'm sorry, I'm so not
Ganache?
educated in the world of baking.
Ganache is like it's like a loosened up chocolate. So what you do is you heat cream in a pot on the stove until it starts to lightly bubble, and then you pour it over your chocolate and you let it sit for like a minute, and then you whisk it, and it becomes like you could spoon it on top of anything.
It's like a thick chocolate sauce.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see.
What's the ratio?
Here at the store, we put it on our chocolate bundt cakes. If you've ever seen those, I don't have one to show you because we sold out of them today, but it's a little chocolate bundt cake and we spoon the ganache on them.
And what's the ratio, Billy asked?
I think you can do a half a pound of chocolate to a cup of cream. That'll make a lot. That'll make a good amount.
Boy.
So, and again, better chocolate makes better ganache.
And you got to be careful with some of the chocolates. I have this one that's an 85%.
Yeah.
And if you eat it too late, you don't go to bed.
Well, Ali, the chocolate should be of like a 70% cocoa.
It can be anything up like 60 or above. Like I think mine is like 62%, the one that I use the most here at the store, which is a Calibo chocolate. But I've used the Guittard, which is 68%. Anywhere between, in the 60s and 70s, are the ones that I use the most. When it gets up to the 80s, I think it gets to be more expensive also. So, for most basic baking, it's not affordable to use. But if you're making something like once, you could do a darker chocolate. So it's just all on your taste, I think.
Ali, I think everyone else but me knows the answer to this, but I don't know where your shop is.
Oh, people asked before. So anyway, it's on Route 48. Where do you live?
I'm in Cutchogue.
Okay, so if you're on Route 48, do you know where Wendy's Deli is?
No.
Okay, so if you're on Route 48, if you're on Sound Avenue coming from, if you're coming from Cutchogue, you're on Route 48, you pass Love Lane Kitchen, and it's right when 48 turns into Sound Avenue.
It's where it splits.
Right
There's
past the
there's a little
roadhouse,
shopping center
Darryl.
there. There's a little shopping center with a light. It's right past Strawberry Fields.
Okay.
There's a pizza place in the shopping center,
There's
I
a pizza
think. Used to be.
place. Yeah. And we're open for retail Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Thank you.
And she has the best scones around.
Thank
The best.
Bravo.
Next, Ellen.
And by the way, Ali.
Roommate from college. She's my roommate.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Sharon.
Ali, I'm having macaroni and cheese tonight for dinner.
Oh,
I
nice.
had bought 2 of them the last time I was there and I put one in the freezer.
Cool.
Do
Enjoy
you
it.
want to, go ahead, does anybody else have questions about the cake? If not, Ali, do you want to talk about some other things you have in the kitchen so that people know in your work?
Oh, sure. Well, since the pandemic, we've changed things up a little bit. My husband Fritz is in the kitchen with me now. We're together 24 hours a day. And he changed our menu a little bit so that he can make things here as well. So we used to mostly be a bakery with a few salads. But now we do, he makes a lasagna bolognese that we sell. It's in our freezer. We have meatballs. We have lots of soups. We have a lot of vegetarian options. So most of our soups are vegetarian and some are even vegan. We have a vegan veggie chili. We also have a beef veggie chili. So we do a lot more prepared meals than we used to do. We do quiches all the time. If you want a specific kind of quiche, we take pre-orders for them on Thursdays. Otherwise, people just buy what we have. And then we do birthday cakes, we do cupcakes, we do lots of cookies, and we change it up depending on the season. So like right now, our soups are like our best-selling soup right now is our roasted butternut squash soup, and that one's vegetarian. We also have a roasted cauliflower soup. We do a veggie minestrone. We do a Tuscan white bean that's with chicken stock. Fritz makes an Italian wedding soup with little chicken meatballs. It's really good, and pasta. He also makes, Fritz used to run the food truck at the North Fork Table and Inn. So he makes the chicken pastry if you've ever had that at that food truck. It's really good. And he makes a beef stew that's like beef bourguignon. He basically makes beef bourguignon, and we call it beef stew, but it's a little
Watch
fancy.
out, Julia Child.
Do you do
Yeah.
potato soup?
We sometimes do leek and potato leek, more in the summertime than in the winter.
Clam chowder.
Yes,
Lobster chowder.
Lobster bisque?
lobster bisque.
Lobster bisque, yeah.
As the weather gets warmer, he'll do
All the
lobster.
trafe stuff.
Yeah, it's really, yes, leek and bacon quiches, but we don't use bacon really besides that. I don't think.
Do you guys deliver?
You have those bowls on Thursdays, right?
On Thursdays, no, unless you call ahead, like if you call we do a lot of wholesale business. So we're here Wednesdays and Thursdays doing that. So if someone calls and orders it for Thursday, we can do it.
But I think Margaret was mentioning the udon bowls, the noodle
Oh,
bowls.
the udon noodle bowls.
Noodle bowls.
Yes, on Thursdays.
Because,
Oh,
udon
good, Thursdays noodle bowls,
every
okay.
Thursday night through the winter. We'll keep doing it till it's too hot to do it. So he does those he worked in a lot of Asian restaurants, so that's kind of his forte. So he cooks pretty much anything well. So he also does fried chicken on todays. So
Give
Saturdays.
us their telephone number?
Oh yeah, sure. It's
Let me have the telephone number.
631
Hold up, 631.
298
Yeah, no, it's 298.
7694
7614?
94.
94, okay. I'll give you a call.
All right. Well,
Hey,
thank
guys,
you.
And
Do you guys deliver?
question, do you have any literature that gives your menu?
If you go on our website, if you click on the weekly menu, every week it's updated, and that has everything that we have.
So
What's the name?
What's your website?
Website is alikatzkitchen.com.
Okay.
Ali Katz Kitchen, okay.
And you can always call.
Ali Katz.
It's also on
Katz
every week.
Kitchen,
It's
all right.
weekly menus on Facebook as well. Same thing, Ali Katz Kitchens.
Look it up. Oh,
Ali,
Ali Katz Kitchens.
after we finish here, can you take a picture of the cake?
Yeah, yeah.
And
And send you the
directions,
recipe.
and send me the picture and the directions of how
Yeah.
maybe
I want a
you-
copy of the directions.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that by tomorrow night.
yeah, no rush, but if you could do that. And what else?
You were saying about the matzo balls?
Oh, yeah, call about the matzo ball. So this week, we will decide what we're doing for Passover. We will definitely have matzo ball soup. And a couple of desserts. I think macaroons, that cake that we just did, which you should be able to bake yourself, and the Moroccan orange cake, which is a plainer cake, not chocolate. It's like glazed with an orange marmalade.
Oh, and Ally, as an aside,
The kitchen
What?
kosher?
passion fruit.
Wait, 2 questions just came to me.
Is your
Kosher?
kitchen kosher?
Our kitchen is not kosher. No. No, no. We have bacon. How can we be kosher?
And from last week, the passion fruit.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Wow.
Good, good. So
It was-
that's another woman. She lives in the Rockaways. She's one of our customers' daughters, and she makes key lime pies and these passion fruit pies. But we started selling them. We haven't gotten the key limes yet, but we've had the passion fruit, and Billy got
Oh, the passion fruit was great.
good.
I did try to get the key lime.
Wow. Well, she just sent me a message that she got in some key limes. So we should have it in the next couple weeks.
You
good.
make lemon
And
meringue?
Margot,
I remember
I
I
like-
had ordered it for Sam's birthday.
Oh, did you order from her? Oh, you were gonna
I
order.
ordered it from you. Remember it came in and it didn't travel well?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried.
I know.
Do
But
you make lemon
last
meringue
week-
pie?
last week she delivered them, not her father, and they came and they were fine. So, and Margot, I like to put chocolate ganache on the key lime and the passion fruit.
Ooh, now I know what the ganache is. This
Yeah.
is great.
Do you make
It's easy
you
to
make
make.
lemon meringue pie?
I sometimes do. If you want one, you can special order it. We don't usually have them.
Okay, that's my favorite.
Yeah. We just need, if you're special ordering something that's not on our menu, we need a few days notice.
All right, even cheesecake?
Even cheesecake.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Ali can make anything.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said Ali can make anything.
I try. Today I made cinnamon buns and they weren't the best. They were okay, but they weren't the best. We'll try again. So.
We'll be your testers if you want.
Oh, sure. That's why you have to follow. You have to follow on Instagram and Facebook because then you get to see the. Then you get to see what we make. Pretty regularly. So.
What are your hours?
We are here Fridays 10 to 4, Saturdays 9 to 4, Sundays 9 to 3.
Great.
9 to 4. So you're closed.
Well, Ali, this was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much.
I think it went better than I thought it would. So.
Oh, really? What did you think was going to
Oh,
be?
you're an
I
actor.
was nervous. I don't know.
Oh, of course.
I
And
don't know.
well, if it's your first time, we can arrange it for you that you do it many times.
Well, we can
And
try
then
it
you won't
again.
be nervous anymore.
Okay.
I would love to watch you make soup someday.
Well, hopefully, we always wanted to do cooking classes, and we actually had one planned with the library.
Bye.
Before COVID. Bye. And then
Well,
it,
we have a foodie tour program every year. And
yes.
so it would be wonderful if you could help us with some foodie tour stuff. We can.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, we're allowed to have more people in the kitchen. So
Right.
as of yet, we hadn't let people in yet, but Fritz and I are hoping we have our shots that by Memorial Day, we'll be able to let people in again.
Yeah, but we're doing a lot of foodie tour stuff online, so that's not even necessary.
Oh, okay. All right.
Very much like what you just did. You
Oh,
could be a
okay.
webinar. Yeah, and now you're a pro.
Okay.
Will you do like a lunch and learn program? We
That's
do
kind
that on
of what we
Mondays
were
and
doing.
Thursdays. We do
That's
that.
kind of what we were
From
doing
the
in the library.
Greenport
so-
Synagogue.
Ah,
And I was wondering if you would like to talk on there one day.
oh, sure.
We
Get
do it
my
12 o'clock in the
information.
afternoon.
At what time?
12 o'clock,
What days?
Monday and Thursday.
Oh, maybe on a Monday. Maybe on a
Okay,
Monday. Yeah.
I'll tell them.
All right, good. All right, everybody.
Well,
Thank you.
great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
You
you.
guys enjoy the baking and happy Passover.
Happy
Thank you.
so much. It's a Pesach.
Shana too.
Happy Pesach.
Down to
Bye.